The small city of Lubbock, Texas was thrown into mass hysteria. Homeland Security were called, FBI. City was in lockdown as a result of a mysterious flag appearing on a publicly owned building. The reason why everything went into lockdown was because the flag that appeared was written in Arabic script. Let's take a look at the flag as it appeared on the Omni building, the Citizens Tower. Appeared day after Valentine's Day, Arabic script and a white lettering on a black flag. You might notice there's a red heart. That gives you a little clue as to what the Arabic actually says. What the Arabic actually says is love is for all. But the city overreacted. Lockdown happened. The mayor was scrambled and caught. He made the following statement: "It is premature to come to conclusions before we can gather more facts, but I believe that we must take this situation seriously in light of current national and international events." Did they overreact, Joe?
I don't think they overreacted at all. I think quite right that this was taken seriously. It was the morning after Valentine's Day. So first of all, it wasn't something that was done on Valentine's Day with a heart in the picture. It was the day after. It's a public building. And people who speak English in America do not know what that says. We now know that it said love for all. And apparently this is a common phrase even for Valentine's Day. But people who only speak English and don't read Arabic do not know what that is saying up there. And the fact is that we've seen and heard all sorts of accounts of ISIS flags being raised over buildings. There was a video of a representative from ISIS saying that I say to America, we will raise the flag of Allah in the White House. There was a tweet going around saying they were going to raise the black flag over Buckingham Palace in England. So of course, when you see a black flag with white ISIS, with white Arabic writing, excuse my blunder, I would say that there was all cause for concern.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Okay, so Joe's position is that the day after Valentine's Day, all bets on love are off. So it's like you get your love in on the 14th and then we're done. No, okay, so yeah, I get that up to a point, but it does indicate to me clearly the level, the fear factor level that we're under at the moment. The fact that there seems to be an instant knee-jerk reaction to when we see Arabic script. There's just I really want to question that, because whilst it's a very real concern that we have, it is overinflated, and I don't want to sound as though I'm belittling the concerns, and I don't want to sound as though I'm just following the Obama administration's line on this, but it is over-exaggerated and overblown, and there's a very real danger that we run into the problem where we completely marginalize and we criminalize the use of a language that isn't English, and we go against, we create a problem that isn't there and actually create the very thing that we're fearful of, namely disharmony and even worse, prejudice and all of those other things that then lead to the conflict that we're seeking to avoid. This is what one observer, Ray Jar, government relations manager, had to say on American Friends Service Committee. This is another unfortunate example of how an entire language is criminalized in the United States, even when there is a love banner on Valentine's Day. He wasn't quite as tough for you on the Valentine's Day thing. He gave them some latitude there on the 15th, morning of.
Make the flag red then. Don't make a flag.
There was a red heart. There's a red heart there. There's a nice, beautiful little red heart.
By making the flag black, it is clearly provoking people who do not know what that flag is about, because we see all these tweets about raising a black flag, as I've said, over public government buildings. And I'm sorry, by putting the black flag on a public building, you're provoking people.
Well, there is something to be said for that. There's no indication as yet as to who put this black flag up, who put this lettering up. There is obviously the issue of trespassing, minor though it may be. And the other point is to take on the point that Joe is saying, if you want to communicate a message of love, a message of peace, love for all, there may be more effective ways of communicating it. But certainly in Lubbock, Texas, they felt that, and it sent the whole place into lockdown.